Welcome to Go Rangers Radio, where the New York Rangers are always the talk of the town. If you bleed red, white, and Rangers blue, hail the king, follow the bread man, and know how to spell Capo Caco, then you've tuned to the right place. And now, here are your handsome hosts, Kevin DeLury and Paul Cuthbert. They're not always going to get it right, but you can be damn sure they'll pretend they are. Now, let's go Rangers Radio.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Go Rangers Radio, broadcasting live from the Go Hockey Media Studios here in New York, baby. Yours truly, Mr. Paul Cuthbert, and please, everybody, say hello to your friend of mine, Mr. Kevin DeLury. KD, what's the story, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you? How is everybody doing? I hope everyone's getting along well. You gonna turn this music off or what?
I always wait till the end, buddy. Come on,
Holy.
This is episode 29. How many? We've done 29 shows, buddy. You know
I had this whole thing in my head. I had this whole intro.
Come on, man.
Forget it. It's not even worth it anymore.
You want to start over?
Forget it.
You want to start over? I'll start over.
You want
ready?
to start from the beginning?
You want to start
from the
over?
beginning?
You ready?
You know what? I forgot. I forgot even what I was going to say. Forget it. Don't even bother.
Wow, one week out of practice, man. What have you been doing? Oh, you did tweet earlier you were drinking. Is this what's going on here? Well, you know, don't want PR and marketing to get a hold of this information, buddy. You'll be on thin ice.
I'm sitting here enjoying a little Sanj. Goodness, I am drunk.
You can't even say it. You filthy drunk.
I can't even say tangerine. Goodness gracious. Tangerine White Claw. Enjoying myself.
Very nice. The fabulous quarantine stay-at-home life of Kevin DeLury, ladies and gentlemen. So how you feeling, buddy? Everybody good at home? You all right?
Yeah, everybody's hurting a little bit tonight. You know why? Because I just spanked everybody at Uno earlier tonight. So, everyone's not feeling well. A little down in the dumps, but I'm feeling good. I made sure to talk a little trash, after I took them all down. So
give me some Uno trash talk. Like, how do you do that?
Well, I kept
saying,
no, because I kept saying, I'm on the winner side of the table. This is the winner side of the table. That's the loser side of the table.
That's it.
There's only so much. There's only so much trash you can talk playing Uno. I draw to you, bitch. That doesn't work.
All right, man. All right. So did you do any of the yoga stretches that we told everybody during the week that we do before the podcast? Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't do that.
No.
The only stretches I'm doing is, the White Claw, from my lap to my mouth. That's about it.
All right. Well, here we are, buddy. April 22nd, 2020. And it's
still 2020? Still
yes.
2020.
Yes. We're here to remind everybody, and especially you, buddy. But
just wanted to check.
Yeah, still no hockey. Don't see anything coming back except I don't know. I don't know if anything's coming back.
Well, they're talking about it. I saw some rumors today. The Florida owner is saying that, they're talking about potentially coming back in July. Games in Arizona. Why are you so negative? It's coming.
I'm not negative.
Whether you think it's coming or not, it's happening.
I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. Fire up some Dream On by Aerosmith.
I mean, we hear this every week, though. It's like, yeah, we're trying. You know what? The biggest problem with it, too, Paulie, is just like how far away is it from even when, this season ended? Does anybody care anymore? I just don't even care, I think. Well, it's been so long. I feel like you can't even just pick up from where it was. I've lost all the momentum that I have. I'm already looking the next season. I'm already on the draft. I mean, the NFL draft is tomorrow. That's where my focus is on. I'm not even thinking about NHL right now.
And even that, come on. The NFL's not coming back either. Come on already.
What do you mean
Really?
it's not coming back?
Come on. You think everything's going to be back in the fall?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I mean, maybe not in September, maybe October or something, but yeah, I think so. I think a lot of the leagues right now are pushing to look, it all depends on what happens. I mean, as everybody starts to open up and does the sort of gradual opening here and what businesses.
Are you, Kevin DeLury, going out anywhere besides essential food shopping and liquor sales and gas and toilet paper? Are you going anywhere without testing?
If I am given the green light, I would start going out. Be careful about it. I'm not just going to be like,
who's the magic person who says it's not in the air anymore?
Cuomo. He's the guy. I got all my faith in him. I watch his press conference every day. He makes me feel all like warm and fuzzy inside. I'm good with what he says. No, I mean, look, if you have to obviously be careful. I mean, again, it's not just going to be like, they drop like the starting gate and everybody runs back to work and to school and to games and stuff. It's going to be gradual, and you have to, whether it's, people who have had the virus can go back to work first, and they have the antibodies, they do the antibody testing, next. And I just don't know if it's feasible to be like, all right, let's just test everybody. I just don't think that's a feasible plan. And, look, they're not going to have a vaccine until next spring. So, I mean, you just can't stay shut down till then. I mean, they're going to try to get everybody back, and they're going to do it slowly, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's the unknown. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Well, that's
the crazy thing. It's almost like, everybody's saying, yeah, look, we all want to go back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody wants to go back. And getting back to just the initial start of this conversation is like, weekend at this point right now. I agree with you. As much as I miss it and everything, there's no point. Hockey at this point. I mean, look, it'd be wonderful if they. I don't even know. Look. We've talked about the logistics of even just putting players in the travel, the training camp. Having people on standby. Where are they going to play? What kind of arena? What kind of security? Turn the lights on for a venue. If they can't make any money at the door, how does it make sense for an NHL team or a hockey team or any sports team to turn the stadium on and have games just for people to watch if they can't make any money? I mean, let's do this, Kevin. Let's say the NHL comes back in July, but no fans in the audience, okay? Now, if you run a business, okay, you're in business to make money. They're not going to play games unless the NHL can make money off of it. So, and I don't know what the WWE's talking about coming back, and I don't know how they're making money. But wrestling and UFC, right, it's primarily pay-per-view, so you don't really have to go, and a lot of people will pay money to watch it online. The NHL, obviously, and even if it's baseball or if it's freaking tennis, for any of these businesses to open, right, and if they can't have large gatherings in, or if you have a 18,000-seat stadium and you can only have 6,000 in there, there's no money being made. So they're going to have to make it like pay-per-view. So, right, what are they going to charge fans, or what are you going to pay to watch the Rangers live? And then think of how does that work out with, are they going to show highlights, or the only way you're going to be able to see any live coverage or any tape coverage of the game, you're going to have to pay for it, because you can be sure as hell none of these sports owners are coming back unless they can make money. The players, whether their contracts are guaranteed or anything else, nobody's coming back risking anything unless they make money. So if you can't fill your building, or if you can't maximize dollar, just from that aspect, there's no freaking point. How do you do it? Even take me or a restaurant over, or a bar, right? If you don't run a business, if you have, let's take a small place and your capacity is 200, right? You want to make profits. You want to make money. So if they have social distancing, and now you can only have, half of that or a quarter of that, there's no point in opening up your business. You're not going to make any money because you got to pay your employees. Where's the liability? What if somebody gets sick from coming in or whatever. There's so many. I don't want to point out all the bad stuff, but let's just keep it simple, KD, on the money aspect. What would you pay to see the New York Rangers play the Winnipeg Jets on a Thursday night in July? And that's the only way you can watch it is if you pay for it. And what if they've got to put a high dollar on that to cover everything and to make money. So just look at it from the money aspect.
What about the TV advertising dollars? I mean, doesn't necessarily have to be pay-per-view. I mean, they're still going to sell advertising for the games. They're not going to make as much, obviously, with the gate.
They don't make any money off of that. It's barely
They don't make any money off of advertising?
They make money at the gate. It's the ticket sales and the concession sales and jersey sales and all the crap.
Yeah, but what are they making now? Some money is better than no money. I mean, they're making no money right now.
All right. So I'm sure they're all going to get paid. Everybody's going to get their money, especially when you talk about billion-dollar owners. The New York Rangers as an industry.
Paulie, hold on a sec. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
The New York Rangers and pretty much every NHL player right now, as far as the minimum salary to the top millionaires in the game, they're going to be fine if they have to wait a year, okay? They don't have to do this. So I just don't think, anybody's going to open up their business if they're not going to make money.
I don't know. I think that there is money to be made. I think they have the TV dollars, the advertising dollars. They can get creative with it to make money. I mean, there's always ways to make money. I mean, again, you're not going to be at the same capacity dollars-wise as you would be.
30 million people out of work. The food bank lines are for miles. People are running out of food. How the hell would you even
but that's not coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of, the company's pockets, I mean, and I know, look, everybody's hurting, but, again, this isn't, we've said in the beginning, this probably isn't going to happen, but, if you're at the point of where you're able to play sports, people are probably on their way back to work as well, I assume. They're not just going to say, well, the sport, the athletes can go back to work, but everybody else is sort of sheltered at home. I think people will start going back to work as well. And hopefully some of these companies that are hurting now won't be in as bad of a spot then, and they'd be willing to advertise during these games. And again, it starts the whole, industry and our economy and getting things going. I mean, that's the idea, is to get everybody back to work. People are buying advertising, so you're getting the advertisers back in, and blah blah blah. And who needs to work then? And people are advertising for our podcast suddenly, and I mean, but, I know, I'm joking.
Hold on a second. Oh, wait, you just opened up. Let me do. Pass that over to KD, baby.
So I think if you're at the point of where you are starting these games again, I think the economy and our health and everything is trending in the right direction. So, hopefully it's the next step to help everything, because if you're starting the games, it's more than just, a good spot mentally for people where we get to watch sports and it has this feeling good and that kind of thing. I think it's helping economically, where you're putting people back to work. Again, if you have people advertising, you have the live TV, you have this, those are jobs. Those are, now these companies and these TV stations, and they now need to bring people back. But again, you can't do that unless the virus is going in the direction where it's going away. So, but again, that's the big question mark.
But we have to talk about this, okay? If you have in sports or in a concert, like, If a club called me and said, "Hey, look, we're trying to do this in July. We're gonna open up and play or whatever." But first of all, they're gonna say we can't. The first thing they're gonna say is we can't pay you the regular price that we used to pay you guys.
Sure.
For your time. So right there, and then I'm not risking my health over my wife and my kids and everything else. Even it's in 2 months, whether it's in 3 months, 2 weeks, or 12 months, until, like I said, there's treatment, There's almost like somewhat of a, people say the flu in this. At least the flu,